Hi again, nice being with you. Thank you very much for all your nice comments. And I want to say one special thank you for my daughter Paulina. She's here again visiting me. And my wife again, she's doing makeup on the clients. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna do a fried fish with the chalpak. Chalpak, it's a dough that I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do it, and we're gonna fry it. Let's start. So what we're gonna do is, as I mentioned before, fried fish. It's a striped bass, and you can use carp, you can use sea bass, you can use whatever fish you like. Okay, then we're gonna make a sauce on it with the scallion and cilantro and garlic. I will show you how I'll do that too also. And we're gonna make a chalpak. So I'm gonna start by preparing the chalpak. Again, I'm gonna use bread flour, and chalpak. It's a fried dough. Something very tasty, very interesting. Definitely you should try it at home. It tastes amazing. Okay, so let's start. What I have over here, approximately around 500 grams of flour that I gotta sift into this. But before I'm gonna start sifting the flour, what I'm gonna do is that this is a 1 cup of warm water that has to go inside the flour. So I need to start this thing first because this has to stay around like 5 minutes. So I'm gonna do this first before I'm gonna sift the flour. So what you do is that you take 1 bag of yeast, I'm gonna pour it inside the warm water, the whole thing, and inside this thing I'm gonna put 1 spoon of sugar, approximately this much. Brown sugar, you can put white sugar, whatever you like. Okay, and then mix it, let it stay for like 5 minutes. So that's the reason why I start this thing first. By the time I sift the flour, I want it to stay a little bit. Now I'm gonna sift my flour. Now 5 minutes passed by approximately. You see what it looks like? Now I'm gonna add it to the flour. I would say 1 tablespoon of salt. And then mix it. Just in case, if you see that it's not soaked enough, you can add water. And if it's too soaked, you can always add a little bit more flour, okay? So if you put a little bit more water, a little bit less, it's no big deal. You can always adjust it. My dough is ready. Now I'm gonna add this much oil on top. Then mix it with the hand a little bit. Okay, now we're gonna make a little bowl out of it. And we're gonna leave it for an hour. So now I'm gonna cover it and leave it in a warm place for an hour. Now once my dough gonna be ready, this is when I'm gonna start frying it and do the fish. I cannot do the fish before dough is ready. So guys, see you soon, okay? 1 hour passed by. My dough is nice and chubby. Look, see? Look how tight. Look. Now we're gonna take it out. Looking good. Approximately this size each. You can do this with this. See, you can open it up like this, okay, make the chalpak 1 by 1, but I use the machine. In my previous video I told you you should go to a store if you don't have it and buy this. Okay, so let's start. First I'm going to put number 1. Then number 3. That's the texture that I'm going to leave it in. Put a little flour in it until it shouldn't get stuck. Change it to number 3. Perfecto. Now I'm going to slice it approximately this much, you see? You can do any size you want, but this is the size that I'm going to do. They're ready. So now I'm going to put a little flour on top. Now that I prepare everything, now I'm going to cover it again and leave it for another like 10 minutes. After I prepared the dough, I sliced it. I left it on the side for 10 minutes. So I covered it again. I want to let it rise for 10 minutes. So I'm gonna start working on the fish. And before we're gonna do anything, we're gonna go start the fire, because within 10 minutes when the dough is ready, we're gonna start frying it. So let's go start the fire. Okay guys, over here, if you pay attention, I put a little bit extra wood, because the fish in the chalpak has to cook on a high fire, because the oil has to be very hot. So that's why a little bit extra wood over here. All right, so now while we wait for the dough to be ready, I'm gonna start working on the fish. So what I do with the fish is I take a regular plastic bag, see, just like this one. Okay, leave it open. Inside this thing, I'm gonna put flour, approximately, look, this much. Hold on a second, let it come out. Yeah, that should be good. And then inside the flour, I'm gonna add salt. Not too much salt right now, because then I'm gonna make a little dressing for the fish. So I don't want it to make it too salty. Approximately this much salt. Black pepper. Black pepper, put as much as you like. Okay? This much I put. Okay. And then I'm gonna put lemon pepper. I happen to like this taste, and if you like it, you can pour it, and if you don't like it, you don't have to. Salt and pepper would be good enough for you if you don't want to put it. So just put a little bit, just like that. Now I'm gonna take all my striped bass, put it inside the plastic bag. Now one of the reasons my fish is already sliced, when we buy a fish, we gotta slice it and clean it and put inside the water. And then after we put inside the water, we put inside the salt. Just shake it a little bit until everything gets covered with the flour. That should be good enough, okay? That's it. So let's go check on our fire right now. Alright guys, the fire is doing good. Now I'm gonna put the pot. When the pot gets hot, then I'm gonna add the oil and start frying it. Okay, now I'm gonna add the oil. Since I'm deep frying it, so I need a lot of oil, okay? Let me just see. One of the reasons I put a little bit, just to make sure the pot is straight. So it looks like I gotta move the pot a drop. That's it. See? Perfect. Now I'm gonna add the rest of the oil. That's good. By my oil is hot enough, I'm gonna start frying my chalpak, okay? The first one usually never comes out good. I have no idea why. But let's do only one piece at first. See how this one goes. No, the first one looking good also, so we can do the second one too. And we can do the third one also. Looking good?
Looking really good.
Yeah. Until it stops bubbling, that means that you can flip it. See, like this. Look at the color. Look how pretty it is. Looking good, no? They cook extremely fast, so you always have to be next to them, okay? Looking good? And chalpak, I'm gonna make a sauce on it, but if you eat it like that, hot, it tastes amazing. Hey, I want you to watch me eat it, 1 second. I wanna make a sauce, but for now I wanna eat it like that. Amazing. Delicious. Now let my daughter try. Try it.
Thank you.
It tastes amazing.
Oh my god, it's so good.
I'm very sorry. I usually wait until I go over there and start telling you how everything tastes. Oh my god, so hot. But I cannot wait. You gotta eat this thing when it's hot. So while I'm gonna be cooking, I wanna be eating too, okay? That's kind of my lunch. Okay guys, the last three before I'm gonna start frying the fish. The fish I'm gonna fry it in the same oil. First you gotta do the chalpak, because the oil is nice and clean. This way it doesn't give dark color to the chalpak. Okay, after this one, I'm gonna start frying the fish, and then we're gonna make the sauce for it. Guys, it tastes amazing. Here, you can ask Panina, how does it taste?
So good, I could probably eat the whole plate by myself.
So far I ate 2, but I'm good to go for another like 6-7 pieces easily right now. Now I'm gonna put my fish. My chalpak, everything is ready. I'm gonna take it in right now, and then we're gonna wait for the fish to get fried. Now the fish and the chalpak has to cook on a high fire, so that's why you see it boiling. That's the way it has to cook. You cannot cook it on a low fire and slowly cook it. That's the way it has to cook. Nice and crispy and delicious. Looking good or what? My next bunch is ready. Now we're gonna go and make the sauce for it. The chalpak is ready, the fish is ready. Now I'm gonna make a sauce for it. Now a lot of people don't like the sauce. They want to eat it just like that fried. You can take it and you can eat it like that. The fish you can eat it fried also. What I'm gonna put is water, approximately this much. Salt. Mix it with your finger or with a spoon or something and taste it. If it's too salty, you add a little bit more water. This one happened to be perfect. Inside this, I'm gonna add scallion. Okay, so let me cut. It's ready. Put it inside. And the next one is cilantro. I'm just gonna remove the big stems, take out the big stems, and then chop the cilantro. Now I'm gonna add the cilantro inside, and then garlic. I'm gonna start with 3 garlic. I'm gonna taste it, and then see how it tastes. And if it needs more, I'm gonna put a little bit more. Now, garlic happens to be the most important part of this whole sauce that I'm doing. Okay, so let me start cleaning 3 first. Shred it inside. And if I don't think it's enough, I'll add 1 more. I'm gonna start shredding the garlic inside. I'm gonna mix it right now. And then I'm gonna taste it. I'm gonna see if it's enough of everything. Tastes amazing. Perfect. The sauce is ready. Everything is ready. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the chalpaks, dip it inside. See, just 1 time. Just like that. Guys, if you taste this thing, it is so tasty, it's so amazing. Now I'm gonna do the testing by myself because my wife not gonna make it on time, so she's gonna eat it later. Now I'm gonna dip the fish. It's the same thing like I do the chalpak. Looking good, otherwise smells good. And I can assure you it will taste amazing right now too. Now that I dipped everything, now I want to take the mixture, pour it on top. Okay guys, I have to do the tasting by myself. Polina is busy taking my video, my wife is not here. So I'm going to start off with chalpak. You see it's nice and juicy right now, this one. This one is still dry. You can eat dry if you want, but I happen to like this one. So let me try it. Oh, a little bit of the onion and everything. Guys, it tastes amazing. It is so tasty. Delicious as usual. I'm gonna taste the fish. The fish again, striped bass. You can do carp. You can do any other fish. I'm gonna try this part. This is my favorite part, where the fat is of the fish. The fish is delicious. It is unbelievable. So I'm gonna make it nice, short and sweet. My daughter also wants to eat. Guys, it was nice being with you.
Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell to get notified whenever we upload, and let us know down below what other videos you guys want to see.
It was a pleasure being with you. Salute. Hope to see you next time, and stay safe.